Hello and welcome to episode 35 of Broadcast UGC. I'm Galactrix and I'm here with Drogan.
Hello.
And coming at you from the other side of the world, it's Bizag.
Hello everyone. Yeah, well, I've just got a bit of a throat problem at the moment, but I'll
Ooh.
Yes.
We better hope there's no Klingons or Ferengi voices to do this week.
We'll just make you do them, Galactrix.
Well, you know, they they might be actually better.
Little hoarse, raspy Klingon voice. I did a Ferengi voice last week. I don't think it was very good.
Yeah.
So, what mission are we playing this week, Bizag?
We're playing Alexandria Incident by Gingy.
Yep.
I believe this is one of the one of Gingy's entrance into one of Bran Flakes' contests. Though I'm not entirely sure which one because I haven't checked.
So
which I'm a naughty baz.
There have only been 3 contests.
I'm not sure if this is one of the contest entries. So I see the other ones on here, Sisyphean Ordeal, or however you say that, is one of them, and I know a Hollow Piece is one of them.
So this must
but he doesn't say on here if it is for the... I don't remember what the first one was.
I think it was a timely one, wasn't it? Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, it was the Temporal Loop one. Was the first contest.
Well...
Oh, no, that was the second. I can't remember now. Sorry.
Yeah, it was a couple of weeks ago. Let's just start the mission and
couple of months.
Be surprised. The Alexandria Museum Complex is debuting its inaugural exhibit, a fleet of restored starships from Starfleet's history, featuring starships from the beginning of Starfleet's exploration missions in the late 2200s to the early 2400s. You have been asked to attend the ribbon-cutting ceremony, but first, the staff is offering you an all-access tour of the ships. Relax and enjoy yourself. What could possibly go wrong?
A lot,
I love it
probably.
when people say that.
What could possibly go wrong? Everything.
Everything could go wrong.
How hard can it be?
Now, it doesn't actually...
Very.
Doesn't actually give the mission description the mission start location in the description here, but it does say it in the when you hail. So
looks like he might have gotten to the character limit with that description, though. Maybe he couldn't fit it in.
Yeah. So let's check this out. This has got 82 reviews.
Yeah, especially if you add like OOC or the mission info box around it to make it stand out.
It's got an average 3.85 rating. A lot of people say nice, very cool, awesome, so looking forward to playing it.
So we take a look.
And I'm finally loading my character.
Let's see, first review was on January 21st of this year.
So this mission is about 6 months old.
Let's see, it was played by our good friends Hevraha and Nemesis Chicken.
I wonder if this has been reviewed on Podcast UGC then.
Don't know. Okay, and I'm going to have to turn off the Doft chat channel because the discussion there is entertaining but distracting.
I don't actually run with the Doff chat channel. What
Yeah,
actually goes on
Doft
that channel?
jobs. Well, nothing to do with Dofts, that's for sure. It's like TTS usually.
Can you send the invite again? Because yeah, I don't know what happened.
It's like most of these
That's
chat
funny. It
channels.
doesn't
It
give me the
starts off
option.
for something very specific, and then it blossoms into just general chat.
Oh, there you go. I didn't have to send the invite. You just appeared.
Yeah, there we go.
All right.
So I'm going to pick up the mission because I forgot to actually pick it up after reading it. So it's called the Alexandria Incident by Gingy. So who wants to read this lady?
No, I'll
I
do
will.
it. Okay.
Or
Oh,
Baz can do
Drogon. Okay.
Okay.
First Admiral, you are cordially invited to the inaugural celebration for the Alexandria Museum complex. The celebration includes a banquet with the captain and crew of our museum ships, as well as an all-access tour of the ships for you and your crew. Visit the Alexandria Museum via the Pageant system in the Vulcan sector of the Sirius sector block.
Accept.
And hey, look, that's where we are.
Yeah, every week. That's where we
Yeah.
are.
Fancy that.
Welcome, you ship. We are expecting you. Enter the complex.
You know, one of these weeks, we're going to misread the mission start location and we're going to be in the wrong place. And they're going to have to watch us go through sector space.
And they're gonna laugh at us. I know it.
And Harriet just joined us in the
Point
chat
and
room.
laugh.
Hello, Harriet.
Hello, Harriet.
Yay, someone's in the chat room apart from, well, Captain Pierce.
Yay, someone that matters is in the chat room. Just kidding, Des.
Oh, I've got a distorted buff. That's strange. Don't know if you guys can see that on the live stream, but that's kind of a weird graphical effect on my bridge officer face
Ooh,
now.
that's strange, isn't it?
Weird. That never happened before.
Did he get into a fight with a lawnmower recently?
I don't know. I don't think so. Looked fine before.
The Ferengi has arrived, so we can get moving.
Yay. The station is expecting us, Captain. It would be rude to keep them waiting.
Approach and hail the museum. Take us in.
That looks like
We'll
an
have the
interesting construction.
after party on my Ferengi ship. Drogon, do you want to do this one?
Sure thing. Greetings and welcome. The curator has extended you a special invitation, a close flyby of our museum ships. Request you reduce speed when you're in the vicinity of the station. Fly by each of the museum ships at 1/2 impulse.
How generous.
I'm going a half impulse now.
It's sort of unusual
The
for
question is, which one's the
get that
Albion?
instruction.
It's this one I'm heading towards. I can see the name.
Oh, now I can see it. Yeah. Let's
This is
set
taking
up
too
for
long. I'm going
a
to full
speedy
impulse.
pass by. There. Now I've reduced to half impulse.
Well, there you go. I flew by the ship, but nothing seemed to happen.
Maybe you need to get closer.
Oh, there you go. Someone flew by it.
Enjoy the Dragon. This was you.
No, this is a
Okay.
different one.
This is a different one, but I can do it. No problem.
Okay.
Enjoy the view. It's not every day you get to see a vintage ship like this one up close.
The old girl looks good. I can't even see her.
I wonder if that's why they're in original series uniforms, because they're doing like historical tours. So
Yeah,
now
you
we
gotta
can
come
fly.
down a little bit, Baz, so you can see in the shipyards.
Oh yeah, it's really tiny compared to that dock. I didn't realize the scale of these ships because my ship's huge and it's throwing me off. I'm in a Star Cruiser. There you go, USS Organic. It's an Excelsior.
There's the Wrath of Khan style
We
uniform.
see you, ship. Have a pleasant day.
Thank you.
That was a nice touch with the Wrath of Khan uniform, because that's when we saw the Excelsiors being used in the films.
And here we got one more.
Now the USS
Well,
Archer.
yeah,
I
it
was
was
expecting
like
Enterprise
10
uniforms.
seconds of Excelsior, wasn't it? Where Admiral Kirk steals the Enterprise and the only Excelsior.
There you go, Enterprise uniforms. I knew it. Welcome. I'm glad we finally get to show off this old girl. You have no idea how hard it was to find one of these intact.
I can imagine. Welcome, Vice Admiral. It is good for you to accept my invitation. You are the last of the guests to arrive. Please beam down. I will wait you in the social hall.
Let's beam down to the social hall. Neural. There you go. Okay, I'll accept that. Really? I didn't know Scotty had a golden collar.
Yeah, I think that was supposed to be the mark of the engineering section. Command officers had white, if I remember correctly, or gray.
Yeah, all the colours went strange in the movies. You didn't get the red and the gold and the blue.
So something like, if, and I may not be remembering, is like command was white and sciences were gray.
And in the motion picture, they were all creamy, pale, white, bluey.
I have to say the Wrath of Khan uniforms are some of my favorites from the whole run of Star Trek.
Yeah, I think my first experience watching Star Trek films was when they were in those uniforms, watching the Wrath of Khan and the what were the other subsequent ones. So this is Curator Silvok.
Here's the Curator.
We finally know his name.
Welcome, Captain. I am Silvok, curator of this museum.
Tell me about yourself.
I am a student of history. The exploration missions of Starfleet in particular fascinate me. The first missions had a significant impact on the region and were directly responsible for the creation of the Federation. My people were also directly impacted by humanity's first voyage, though few among my people will admit it. Pride, it seems, is something we have truly yet to control.
All Alright, what can you tell me about the museum ships?
The first vessel we acquired was an NX-class starship. To recognize the impact of those early voyages, the ship was rechristened the USS Archer, after Jonathan Archer, captain of the first NX-class ship, Enterprise. You must speak to the ship's commander. You may find his stories stimulating.
Archer. An appropriate name.
The second was a mid-23rd century Constitution-class starship. This was difficult to obtain as well, though not as difficult as the NS. The Constitution class is one of the most iconic of starships. Speak with Captain Valora if you wish to know more.
I look forward to talking to her.
The third ship was an Excelsior-class starship. I know what you are thinking, Captain. The Excelsior class is still in service. While true, those are modernized versions of the original 2000 class Excelsior. This is the same model as the original, symbolizing that tenuous period of first years of true peace with the Klingons.
If it could be called peace.
I would tell you to speak to Captain Taurus about it, but she is not very social. Be careful around her. She has a difficult career, and I fear she has adopted a rather dark demeanor.
I'll keep that in mind.
And is that something we do have to keep in mind?
Yes, the plot thickens. Who else is in attendance?
Also among the guests is Admiral Takern, the Starfleet Security Sector Chief. He is gruff and often does not share my enthusiasm for historical relics, but he is supportive nonetheless.
You don't say.
The opening ceremony will be held in the auditorium shortly. At the ceremony there will be a rather significant announcement as well. It is my hope it will be a pleasant surprise to everyone.
I look forward to hearing it. I'll go ahead and mingle.
Yes, let's.
Alright, we're supposed to speak to each of the ship captains.
Who do we speak to first?
Who first? Eeny, meeny, miny, him. We'll go. Let's go in order of the time period. So Enterprise Captain David Wilson first.
Why don't you take this one, Galactrix?
Okay. Hello, Vice Admiral. I can hardly believe we did it. The task of restoring the Archer was monumental, but we did it.
Where did you find an original NX?
Where did you...
That's quite a story. Curator Silvok is a tyrant for details, and wouldn't accept nothing less than the original. I was tempted to try and wrestle the Enterprise from San Francisco yards, but they would never part with the NX-01. I and my team scoured every scrapyard and mothball fleet from here to Cardassia. I even got in touch with some contacts from the KDF and still found nothing.
That must have been frustrating.
You have no idea. Even Silvog was beginning to waver, and I was considering obtaining a replica Starfleet has been producing.
So what happened?
I was assisting Valerie and obtaining an old Constitution class in the Antares Expanse when we came across an ancient Tellarite junk dealer, specializing in space hulks. He was showing us around his yards when we came across some debris. I almost missed it. There it was. It was in pieces, but there it was, an NX class. What's better was the engines were intact. The first Warp 5 engine intact.
Amazing. Shall we do all of the dialogue?
It's your choice.
Let's
Okay.
just do so everything works, and then we'll move on.
Okay. So everything works.
Oh yes, everything. Silvok was very insistent. She can go to warp, launch shuttle pods, even the grappler works. We could go to battle if we needed to. The phaser cannons are powerful even compared to today's standards.
You expect to take her into battle?
Heavens no. The Archer is a museum piece, a ceremonial ship. She's meant to be operational, but not battle hardened. She would put up a good fight, but she wouldn't last long in a prolonged fight against something like the True Way or the KDF.
Let's hope she never has to.
But I bet she will have to.
Yeah. Foreshadowing.
Yep.
Yeah,
Thank you for your time.
I reckon it probably is.
Yep. All right, so TOS era. Hello, Vice Admiral. I'm Captain Chirac of the Albion.
Was the ship difficult to obtain?
Was it difficult? Yes, but not excessively. It was only a matter of time before we found an old hulk, broken in a long forgotten battle, and brought it here.
A fortunate find. Do you want to do the restoration on this one as well, and then?
Yeah, might
Sure.
as well to see anyone.
Was the restoration difficult? Hardly at all. The period of time is possible. The period of time is possibly one of the most romanticized eras of our age. There are enough reproduction, restorations, and enthusiasts to fill 1,000 museums.
Okay, you must be excited to command this ship.
I feel a degree of pride that I was assigned to command this ship. The Constitution class was the mainstay of Starfleet for almost 2 decades, lauded for their accomplishments in exploration and hardened in conflict and battle. They also had the largest loss, the most unexplained disappearances, and the most destroyed. I and my crew are here to keep the history and the memory of these crews of the past and those on eternal patrol.
So, last one is Captain Mercedes Taurus.
This is the one he said wasn't very nice.
Captain Torres looks up at you with a cold expression. She sips a drink of synthal as she listens to her fellow captains. Yes, what do you want?
What can you tell me about the Organia?
What is there to tell? It's an older hull, taken from the Mothball fleet at Utopia Planitia and towed here for restoration. We reactivated her systems and brought her back to a fully functional status. It was the easiest to acquire and simplest to restore.
You don't sound very enthusiastic.
She frowns at you as she looks to the bartender and orders another drink. Would you? Would you be excited to be assigned to a showpiece? I was commander of the Leonidas, a Sovereign-class cruiser on the front lines against the Klingons, and now... She drains a glass. I'm a useless museum piece.
What happened to your old ship?
She pauses a moment in reflection, taking one of the shot glasses from the bar and upending it before turning back to you. We were on patrol in the Kunja system in the Heterodani sector block. We came across a Klingon listening post orbiting one of their outer colonies. We engaged the Klingons in orbit and then beamed down to the post. on an orbital resource satellite. My first officer led the boarding party, breaking through the control center and transmitting the outpost computer core data. However, he and his away team was captured and executed by the Klingons before we could extract them.
I'm sorry.
She stares into your eyes with anger and regret. If only that was the end of it. I was furious, mad with loss. He and I were close. I ordered a strike on the station. All weapons. The post was obliterated instantly. Every Klingon on that outpost was killed. However, the barrage also knocked the asteroid off its orbital axis and fell into the atmosphere. It landed on the colony. Nothing was left.
You stare at her, horrified.
Yeah, I'm just gonna back away here.
She's
a
she's not
step back
slamming her
from
glass
that
down on the bar. That's the same look those psychiatric evaluators gave me when we returned to K7. The same look that the fleet admiral gave me. The same look my crew gave me. She stares off into a far bulkhead, lost in the dark memory.
I'll leave you alone, Captain.
Vice Admiral, I would like to speak to you.
Who wants to do this?
Go for it, Gal.
Now, where is he? Oh, there.
The other end of the bar. I'll stand on the table now.
Well, yeah, they're talking about standing on the tables in the chat room. So, oh well, let's go with this. My concerns go unheeded. That fool of a Vulcan continues to drain valuable resources.
Yes, Admiral. What do you need?
Yes, Admiral, what do you need?
I need these people to see sense. This display provides nothing to the defense of the Federation space. We fight a war on multiple fronts, and Starfleet sends resources into this frivolity.
You nod your head and let the angry Klingon vent.
The Admiral heaves a deep breath and calms himself after a moment. Sometimes I must remind myself that I am no longer of the Empire. Starfleet and the Federation are very different, but this is the choice I made. I am Admiral Takern, Starfleet Security Sector Chief. Now, Vice Admiral, I called you here for a reason.
You stand silently and wait for him to continue.
Pulls you closer and speak in a low voice. I'm aware that this is a formal event with little concern for safety and security. Kalis knows that Vulcan has none. However, I want you to remain vigilant for any possible problems.
We were invited to provide security.
Do you think you were invited for shore leave? Use that head of yours for more than a helmet rack and think. Now go.
You take one step away from the Admiral.
Oh, there you go. My bridge officers with the distorted face comes back again. That's gotta be something strange happening with the foundry or something.
Mine seems to be fine. Captain, the Admiral raises a reasonable concern. I'm running scans of the area, and I will report anything out of the ordinary.
Let's grab
a drink and wait for the results. Yeah, because that's all you do when, you know...
Can we start a bar
furry
fight
bartender, evil.
like in your mission?
No, well, there's no
things
real
balance.
Klingons or anyone you can...
Well, of course, this is a Starfleet party, after all.
What do you have?
Well, I have... Let's see, there's Synthale, blood wine, Kanar, sake, and water.
Let's get for sake. That's interesting.
I'm on duty, so I'll have water.
See, she sets the ceramic bottle and a small cup on the bar. She takes the bottle and pours the hot sake into the cup and passes both the bottle and cup to you.
Yeah, well, for me, she pours cold, purified water over some ice and slides the glass over to me. Aw, that was nice. So, who wants to do the science officer?
I'll do it. Scan complete. The interior of the museum is surprisingly well armored, as well as any frontline starbase. I'm detecting planetary-grade shield emitters, as well as a full complement of phaser cannon turret emplacements. Armed to
Okay.
the teeth. Are you guys seeing a different bridge officer there?
Yeah, it's meant to be a different bridge officer, but keep on going.
For me, it isn't. Strange.
Well, that's because you brought your one along, so it's only got that one to
So it's
pull
only
from.
got that one. Armed to the teeth. I think the Admiral underestimates the Curator's concern for security. This place is a fortress.
We'll find out soon
We'll
enough.
find out soon enough.
I have found some of the station's old blueprints in the library computer. It was originally a repair base and a dry dock. It was decommissioned about the same time as the Hobus supernova. I have requested that the ship run scans as well.
This is the bridge. Our scans confirm what you have found so far. This place is well defended and well armed. However, there is a large portion of the facility that is dark on our sensors. It's not a cloaking device, but it's pretty close. Whatever is in Space Dock 4, they don't want us to know what it is.
A new museum ship, perhaps? The Curator did not mention a surprise at the opening ceremony. Or, no, the Curator did mention a surprise at the opening ceremony.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he did.
He
So
did,
you better
didn't
get
he?
that right.
Yes.
So who's doing the PA announcement?
I'll do it.
I'll do it.
Okay, go for it.
Oh, the officer's voice resonates all over the museum through the amplified PA. Ladies and gentlemen, invited transgendered and multigendered species, please make your way to the auditorium for the opening ceremony.
All right. Heading to the auditorium.
Electrics is walking, strutting his stuff there.
Just need a little Bee Gees playing for him.
That's how the Borg walk.
The curate. Oh, I suppose I better do the curator. The curator is absent, but his voice is heard through the PA, and his image is displayed through a holo projector on the podium. Greetings and welcome to all of you. For these last grueling months, you have all worked tirelessly to bring back to life these priceless pieces of history, monuments to the successes of the Starfleet and the United Federation of Planets, representing nearly 300 years of history. A titanic effort and a testament to the spirit of the crews of the Archer, Albion, and Organia. I offer you all my thanks and gratitude. So today, Stardate 87045.21, I dedicate this, the Alexandria Museum Complex, and the ships. Captains, sound off.
Captain David Wilson, USS Archer. She is named for that first pioneer That first explorer, that first starship captain.
Captain Valerie Chirac, USS Albion. She's named for the ancient name of the Earth landmass Great Britain.
It's not
But I see
spelled
Britain
that
is
way.
misspelled there.
Captain Mercedes Torres, USS Organia. She is named for the beings who fought the first peace between the Klingon Empire and the Federation. I also wish to take this opportunity to announce the newest addition to the museum, acquired 4 months ago and kept here in secret as a special surprise for the ceremony. Colleagues, I give you a Jem'Hadar attack ship. It will be an eternal symbol for a dark place in our history and our preserving spirit to overcome any obstacle.
So that's what this was, the competition for the Jem'Hadar attack ship.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's podcast UGC, not one of Brandflakes's. But anyway, who's this science officer? I can't tell because I have my...
I'll go. Impossible. Disabled Dominion ships were scuttled rather than left adrift. How did they find one intact?
Impressive. I am counting on all of you to bring back to life this significant historic artifact, as you did the Albion, Archer, and Organia. Work shall commence immediately. Other
voices are heard mumbling behind the curator. Sir, with due respect, we've been working to restore all 3 ships to the point of exhaustion. Give us time to recover before springing another major project on us. This ship looks like it's in bad enough shape.
The unmistakable sound of disruptor discharge interrupts Captain Wilson, followed by a thud of the body hitting the deck. Work will commence immediately.
Captain, I've lost contact with the ship. I'm also detecting multiple transporter signatures. This isn't possible. They're Jem'Hadar.
Ready weapons.
Ready? Yes. Do you have any idea what just
Jem'Hadar.
happened?
I have no idea what just happened. Who got shot? What the hell?
Somebody got shot. That's for sure. I think our curator person may not be what he seems. Because we have a Jem'Hadar squad materializes in the front of the auditorium. Victory is life.
It's great how these guys just sit there. Is he still cloaked?
I know he's here somewhere.
There you go.
Yeah.
All these lazy people just sitting in their seats while we fight.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Trying to protect you, idiots. The Dominion here? How is that possible?
I don't know, but we'll find out.
We can't fight them. We don't have any weapons here. Sorry, I don't know what accent I'm trying to do there. But...
Oh
Sorry.
my.
What were you trying to sound like there?
Shall I take over, shall I? We can't fight them. We don't have any weapons here. They're all in their armories on the ships. But those weapons are all period weapons.
You are the ranking officer here. We can't get in touch with our captains. What do you need of us? It says, speak to the ranking officers among the museum crews. Ooh. Okay.
Is everyone alright? I'm a nurse aboard the Organia. I can treat any wounds.
No one is injured, but we should see if anyone else in the facility is hurt.
Who is the ranking medical officer here? Galactrix, you can do this one.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, is this the same woman? Oh, wait, okay. I am Lieutenant Commander Godley, sir.
You're
You
in
sounded-
charge then.
Aye, sir. I'll set up a makeshift infirmary and we'll start treating any wounded we find.
You sound somewhat distorted there. Here we go. This is an Archer crew member. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lieutenant Curis, helm officer aboard the Archer.
You seem to be the ranking ops officer here.
Yes, sir, looks that way. I'll start working to restore communications and find a way to get in touch with our ships. Oh, that was pretty easy, wasn't it?
Yeah, I found
Yep.
them all. Oh no, there's more.
Here's another one. I'm dead. I'm so
I'm
dead.
dead. I'm so dead. You know what they said at the academy about the old red shirts? First one's on the ground, first one's to die.
Game over, man. Game over. Panic, and you're already dead, mister.
Panic and you... The officer composes himself. Yes, sir. I'm sorry. I lost my head for a moment there.
You're the ranking security officer here?
That's right, Lieutenant Heinlein, sir. We need weapons and a defensible position. Who here is armed? I am. It's an
they're
older model, period.
Tech, everything else.
I'm armed as well, but it's an ancient phase pistol. Against a Jem'Hadar personal shield, I might as well throw rocks.
There is a storage area not far from here. If I remember right, there should be a crate of 23rd century Type 3 phases. Those should do the trick until we get some real weapons.
Alright, looks like one last one.
Oh, see, now this
But
one
we're
has
the
sword
highest
face as
command
well,
officer.
to me.
Who
I've got something going on with distorted face.
wants to do this one?
I'll do this one. Commander Rick Hunter, sir. Executive Officer, USS Albion.
That makes you the ranking officer here.
That's right.
That's right. Something wrong?
I've never wanted command before. The responsibility of the lives of the crew has always scared me to death. I don't know what to do. I took this job because it was supposed to be a cakewalk.
Like it or not, you have it now.
You're right, of course. And I am a Starfleet officer. All right, brave face, strong face.
Everyone here is going to look to you for guidance.
I can't let them down. I won't. Thank you for the confidence boost.
See, now that did sound like Abraham.
Really, I was going like deep south voice there. He's not deep south.
Okay.
Just all Americans sound alike, right?
And the more gems are in the corridor ahead. We need to deal with them while the museum ships get reorganized.
Okay, I guess we'll find more Gem Hadar like sneaking around the corner.
Actually, we're going in the wrong corner.
Yeah? Oh.
I'm rubber banding all over the place here.
Yeah, I think our chat room people are correct. He's at least lives in Tennessee now. I don't know if he's from there. He always seemed like he had a fairly neutral accent. I was going for, like, you know, South Carolina or Florida.
Oh, it's a founder. I'm being assimilated. Oh, do we have to collect this? No.
Ouch.
You got blown apart. Up ahead is the exhibit storage warehouse. Tight, enclosed spaces. Recommend caution.
I'm still unable to raise the ship. The curator, any of the museum captains or Captain Takern, or Admiral Takern, sorry. I'm detecting life signs past the warehouse in what appears to be a control room.
Whose officer is that? Tactical?
It's engineering.
Dragon,
It is
do you want to do it?
Yeah, okay. It is a control room. It's the central control center for the museum. If we control that, we can release the museum ships from their moorings and break whatever jamming signals are blocking our communications. We have to fight our way to the control room and find the museum captains. Oop, ambush. Ah, I'm dead.
Yep, so am I.
Oh, there you go, I'm dead now.
Yep, we're all... Perhaps we should have waited before we actually go inside.
Afraid we restarted
Okay, I think we...
at the very beginning of the
the
map.
beginning, yes.
Now that's a need for a respawn point somewhere there.
So, if you listen to this, Gingy, a respawn point would be good.
No, that's funny. We were commenting on those giant Vulcan leg statues for some strange reason, like in the middle of the room. Oh, there's still a thingy here for someone to pick up. tries to find the control room.
I believe it is, but we need to move on now.
The Archer's commander is unconscious, a nasty-looking wound in the center of his chest, blackened and burned from the weapon discharge.
You're alive! The curator, he did this. When David protested, he just turned around and shot him point blank. He's in shock for now, but if he's going to survive, we need to get him to the infirmary here in the museum.
What about your ships?
Are you kidding? Everything aboard her is period tech. It would be like treating him with leeches. Ritual bleeding. Besides, communications are down. We can't get in touch with anyone until we bring down whoever is jamming the comm circuits.
Where is the curator?
I think Bizarre was doing Captain Mercedes.
Yeah.
I thought you were the
I'll do the Admiral. Yeah. Oh, I'll do it. The Admiral lets out a long slur of offensive Klingon swearing. He's a changeling, a founder, here and under my own nose.
Oh, I think he must
Which
have
way did he
skipped
go?
He disappeared. I didn't get to read that.
Yeah, I think something went
Oh.
wrong, and I was on the completely wrong dialogue.
I can still see it. He disappeared, but for all you know, he could be one of us. And for all we know, he could be you and your away team. And it says, what are you proposing?
Blood
Captain
test.
Mercy's sheath, so
You know, on
wickedly-
DS9 when... Yes.
Blood test.
Yeah. So,
Alright, who's first?
okay, me undoing it. You reach out and slide your hand across the Captain Taurus blade, wincing from the pain. She looks at the blade and touches the red rivulet sliding down its reflective edge. Your away team follows your example, one by one. I am satisfied. Well, we should test all you guys too, so Captain Taurus, your turn. She wipes the blade and then slides the edge across her own palm. You watch as she allows the crimson droplets drip from the blade and on the console. They remain blood. So I pass as well. Be so kind as to give the blade to Admiral Takan.
Okay, let's test Admiral Takan.
Yeah.
I will gladly submit to the test of blood.
He grips the blade tightly, dark pink droplets falling from his hand.
Okay, so that's Klingon blood there.
Yeah. Alright, Captain Valerie is next.
Captain Valerie, you're all that remain.
Must I?
And she silently nods the Andorian Shen.
Very well. She takes the blade and grips tight, her blue blood trickling down the knife's polished edge. There. Now may we get on with what's to do next.
What's the next step?
What's our next step?
The curator used a palm-sized disruptor when he shot David. Why not start there?
Okay, let's have a look around. Palm size disruptor. Oh, scan. Oh, I've got a Klingon scanner there. Crazy. Detecting residual ionization in the atmosphere. This is often an indication of weapons fire, most likely from the curator's weapon. Can it be tracked? Possibly. The disruptor was disposable, Ferengi construction, designed to disintegrate after use. It's popular among assassins. If records are correct, it leaves behind a unique radiation signature that we should be able to identify.
Continue scanning.
Scan the door. Cool. Got it. He's in the warehouse. Most likely he's hiding disguised as one of the crates.
Let's find him.
We will find a way through the communication jamming so we can get in touch with our crews and Starfleet.
Now, what would really be awesome is if the crate suddenly turned into a changeling, but we know we can't do that in the Foundry. Or can we?
Okay, so we got to scan for the Founder. Okay, that wasn't him.
He's not in one of these Klingon statues.
Guess he doesn't like
Vulcan sculpture. That's all of them, all about that Undyne container.
He wouldn't.
So who's what
it's
now?
It's almost too obvious, blah blah blah.
Yeah. The Founder emerges from hiding, the surface of the container coalescing into the form of the Vulcan Curator. You need not mock me, Solids. I am here. Oh, we don't get to fight him.
Beamed in.
Sad face.
1 star.
He beamed in one.
He was supposed to shapeshift.
Here I am. Here I am, Starfleet. I will not resist.
You have much to answer for.
Indeed, your kind is very fond of asking questions. Proceed.
What happened to the real Curator?
He is dead, of course. I suffocated him while he meditated after he first recovered the attack ship some 4 months ago.
Why did you kill him?
To take his place, of course. Are you that ignorant to my people's ways? It is well documented in your historical texts.
Enough. Why did you replace the Curator?
His work here was monumental. The restoration of the museum ships was an exceptional achievement. The facilities here are ideal for Starfleet restoration, so we wanted it.
For what purpose?
Our forces are limited, our resources even more so. What few ships we have are in desperate need for repair. This facility is a perfect for a staging and repair location for a renewed assault on your Federation.
Why attack now?
You are weakened by your war with the Klingons, Borg, Undine, Romulans. You face too many foes who smell the scent of death on the Federation. We will deliver the killing blow.
All right. Your grand plans are ended.
I accidentally clicked the wrong one. Here we go. You really think so? By now, my occupation force is here. Your ship will be ours. The crew and the crews of the museum ships will serve as our workforce. And the fall of Starfleet will be wrought by your own hands.
Captain, I have comms with the other captains. They have broken the communications jamming and have returned to their ships. Captain Wilson is being treated.
Bridge, report.
Okay, this is the bridge. It's good to hear you, Captain. We feared the worst. As soon as we lost contact with you, we were hit with a Nadion resonance beam that crippled the ship. Engines, weapons, and long-range sensors are down, and we've been making repairs, but it's slow going.
Message from the Albion, Captain.
Put her through.
Vice Admiral, we're detecting multiple warp signatures at the edge of the system. Looks like Dominion and True Way reinforcements. I have transmitted a distress signal to Starfleet, but I don't know how long it will take for help to arrive.
I'll buy as much time as I can. The Organia will move to intercept them.
Not alone, you're not.
Mine is the most capable of the museum ships. At least this way we can be put to good use. You need to ready your ship and bring the museum defenses online. Perhaps I'll be able to atone for my sins as well.
Mercedes.
Who was doing this one? Oh, well,
Go for it, Cal.
I'll,
Sir, you won't be able to talk her out of it once she's made her mind. Besides, we're all behind her. We know what we have to do.
it's the only way, and we're out of time. Good luck, Vice Admiral.
We need to get back to the ship and to the station defense and get the station defenses ready.
Return to the ship.
Believe it's pew-pew time, gentlemen.
Yes, let's. You'll see how awesome my the tanking abilities on my ship are now.
Have we done a space battle yet? No, this is the first.
No, this first one, this mission.
I wonder if we'll get to see the NX flying around battling.
That'd be awesome. Alright, we need to hail the ships.
I'm still loading maps because my connection is being weird at the moment. There we go. I'm still yet to warp in though. Oh, wait, there I am. Okay, I don't have any instructions on what to do. There we go.
Well, you see, Baz, there's this little objective menu on the right side of your screen.
Yeah, well, that didn't come up until yeah. Okay,
Sorry,
talk to the
couldn't-
USS Albion. Yeah, you're funny. Yeah, mate. Okay, I'm crossing you off the list of future co-hosts. All right, just for that.
Captain Valerie here. My crew made
Alright,
it back in one piece. My ship is as ready as it's going to be.
Engine status.
We can push Warp 8 without stressing the hull. We also have combined logs of the legendary Montgomery Scott to keep them in line. That man saw anything and everything that could happen to these engines.
Weapon status.
Phaser technology hasn't changed all that much over the years, though they changed the emitter color from blue to red for some reason. We also have a full complement of photon torpedoes, tricobalt charges, and a few other surprises should the Jem'Hadar get too close.
Shield status.
We should be able to hold off the initial attacks, but the Jem'Hadar's polaron weapons tend to wreak havoc with the starship systems. We'll do the best we can.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, Lieutenant Miranda here. The captain is recovering in sickbay and should pull through. We are standing by to assist the facility's defense.
Engine status.
This old Archer Tucker Mk1 reactor is powerful. We won't be short on power at all, so long as the plasma relays hold. The only downside of these old engines is that the status dial has 3 indicators: off, null, and meltdown.
No
Weapon
wonder the old
status.
Enterprise had so many problems.
Phase cannons armed and ready. Though not as powerful as modern weapons, they still pack a good punch. If anything, it should surprise any Jem'Hadar ship that gets too close. We will also have a full complement of photonic torpedoes. They haven't changed in decades.
Shields.
These old ships didn't have shields. Our primary defense is magnetic polarization of the hull plating to deflect incoming weapons. It doesn't do much against energy or particle weapons, but it works well against torpedoes. Our hull is also armor plated, nearly as strong as modern ablative plating.
Don't engage unless absolutely necessary. Engage.
Engage.
Okay. Understood. Archer out. Oh no, this is the one I did the funny accent for. Someone else do this one.
This is Commander Chevy hailing the ship from the Jem'Hadar derrick. Someone here would like to speak with you. Oh.
Oh, it's on Jem'Hadar. Oh, there you go. Haha, did you think you were going to have all the fun today, Captain? It's been too long since I felt the heat of battle, the rush of blood and the glory of victory.
Glory may be all you find, Admiral.
You need not fret for my safety. Captain Taurus left a few of her people behind. They now crew the ship and have restored much of her systems. Let them tell you, we are ready for battle.
Ship status. The Dominion knows how to build a ship. This thing is sturdy. It took quite a beating at the end of the war. I can play back the last log file to give you an idea of what happened to it. T to last log file. Well, shall we begin playback?
Okay, let's begin playback. Avorta.
Okay, I'm not the only one that's going to be reading this guy.
Okay, I'll do this one. I'll do the Vorta. Encounter was disastrous. This batch of Alpha Jem'Hadar are disgraceful. A poor breed compared to those bred in the Delta Quadrant.
It's the Gamma Quadrant, not the... Oh.
Yeah. Our engines are disabled, and our weapons are offline. I only hope my successor has greater success against the Klingons than I have. I have issued the order to self-destruct, but the system is not responding. The engineer tells me of a plasma leak, but my only concern is... the message ends in the sound of static.
Not the best of endings.
I would assume she was going to say my only concern is the founder.
Today is a good day to die. No, weapon status.
See, I can never remember who's doing this guy. I'll do it. Polaron emitters are fully functional on the forward and ventral ends. Aft and dorsal emitters are down, and we have no torpedoes.
Shields.
Was I doing this one as well?
Non-existent, but hull plating seems intact. That should protect us well enough. Can you operate that ship?
Aye, yes we can, but do not worry about us charging in for blood and glory. We will remain in the rear and mop up whatever gets past you. Qpla.
So, for the
Kapla.
record, what is the correct spelling of Kapla?
It is Q-A-P-L-A and then apostrophe.
Isn't it
Yeah, I think it's
a apostrophe PLA?
No, the apostrophe is at
No?
the end, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. We'll have to get David
Yes.
to do this, but I'm pretty sure that Galactrix is right.
All right.
Captain, I am detecting weapons fire at the edge of the system. The Organia has engaged the Jem'Hadar. Look like a few have gotten past her. Two-way ships have entered the system.
Oh,
Red
You know, that's what I never did like about the way the ships in Stoa are handled. There's no way to have just Jem'Hadar or Cardassian ships. They're all true way.
Yeah, you have to reskin them.
I'm just fine joking. We're not going to go for the other side at the same time. We're going to aggro them all.
You can go for the one on the right first.
Well, the Zag went for the one on the left.
Well, these are just
Well, you know, those Ferengi, they never do it.
frigates, so, you know.
You already have these Keldons launching their photonic galores. the last one.
Yeah, that was the last one for this side anyway.
A really interesting looking space map with all the clouds and the nebulas in the background.
Yeah, it's a good looking map.
Yeah, it looked really nice when I put down the interface so everyone in the chat room could see like the whole battle without any UI.
Gotta get those nice HD shots, you know, showing off how beautiful this game actually can be.
Yeah, and especially these Foundry missions. I remember to talk more during battle sequences though. We're always like silently pressing 5 phases. I'm gonna see if I can launch another
Oh
phase.
no, my right shields are down.
Oh, no, that's still in cooldown.
Yay! We did it! I'll
Almost
do a
died.
Polaron sweep. I'll do an anti-proton sweep in celebration.
Oh dear.
Uh-oh. Detecting a warp core detonation at the edge of the system. The Organia has been destroyed.
An additional ship is entering the system. It's a Jem'Hadar battleship. See, I knew we are gonna have to deal with a battleship sometime.
The Organia went toe-to-toe with that.
And for us,
So will
it'll be
we.
3 battleships.
3 battleships.
Yeah, 3 battleships, yes. Because we're just too awesome. We can handle 3 battleships.
They're different ones as well. Not bad. Look, Jem'Hadar and a Kelvin. I'm gonna pick whatever Drogon's firing at.
I'm getting the Keldon. Die, Keldon, die. Keldon is the evilest of battleships.
Yeah, because they launch those photonic ships.
Alright, one of the battle cruisers is down. Let's see what we can do about this Kelvin.
Okay, and this is the last battleship left.
Warning. Ship is under target. Shields have failed.
Oh, yeah, you want to try and use boarding body on me? Well, you know, just beware, because I'll use it right back on you in about 20 seconds. Well, I would if I could.
Would if we didn't destroy it first.
Yeah.
Detecting additional warp signatures. They are Starfleet. Reinforcements have arrived. With a Jem'Hadar warship?
USS ship. This is Captain Orthores of the USS Macedonia leading a strike force. Report your condition.
Captain, they are locking weapons on us. The museum ships and the museum itself.
Okay, why?
We need to approach the strike force and hail the Jem'Hadar warship. This is quite strange.
This gets weirder and weirder.
That's a lot of ships there, isn't it?
Vice Admiral, report your status.
Report why
Report
you
why
have
you-
a weapons lock on my ship.
You may stand down, Macedonia. He is not aboard their ship.
You are here for the curator?
That is correct. We are here to take him home with the permission of your Starfleet.
What is going on here?
I will allow the founder to explain.
The Alpha Quadrant link is a tumultuous one. Though we are one in the link, our minds, our thoughts are often divided. The one you know as the Curator was one such dissident, believing that we should capitalize on our advantages on a weakened quadrant.
So he was a radical.
He was cast out. The Alpha Quadrant link only wishes to be left alone. We had no idea how determined the dissident was. He found rogue and lost Jem'Hadar, found ships and supplies, and disappeared with them. We have been searching ever since.
And now we have found him. So, do we just want to ignore that and go with Admiral Takern? Because we pretty much
Sure.
know that is from the
Pretty much,
Alpha.
yeah.
Okay. What of the founder now? He is trapped aboard the facility with nowhere to run. We must capture him before he escapes.
Agreed. If only that were so.
If
It
only
would make things much
yeah.
easier. Unfortunately, he has already escaped the museum and is on board one of the ships.
How can you know that? It doesn't matter. They must all be searched from bow to stern immediately. I will supervise it personally.
Yeah, Admiral Kern is the shapeshifter. Whoa, I know this. I bet I'll be right.
You're going to predict that, huh?
Yeah, I'm predicting.
Okay.
Need to be
Galactrix,
quick.
do you have a prediction?
I don't know. It just seems too obvious. Maybe like the Andorian captain of the one in the TOS uniform. Maybe like
Could be. I'm going to guess it's Nerol.
Yep, that's what it is.
All right, so we need to be quick.
Yep, this is Alexandria Security. We found Admiral Takan! Booyah! Unconscious in the control room. Looks like someone tried to suffocate him. He's coming around now.
Verify that.
Confirmed. Klingon life sign on the station. The one on the recovered attack ship is an imposter.
Figures.
The real Admiral slurs groggily. That vile Patach! Seize it! Destroy it!
It is over. Give yourself up.
The founder in Klingon
The found-
disguise seems to shift his appearance, losing cohesion. I won't go back to the link. I cannot go back to the link. Blind, cowardly fools. The solids will attack us in time. They are distracted by their wars now, but they will destroy us in time as we've always feared. We must destroy them and enslave them now while we have the time is ripe.
Not today.
today. We've got him, sir. The changeling is strapped behind a force field.
Good job, Lieutenant. We have him now. Rest assured he will be appropriately dealt with. As for the Jem'Hadar who followed him, they have already been neutralized. I trust that this example has shown Starfleet the Alpha Quadrant link truly does not wish conflict.
What of the recovered Jem'Hadar ship?
Keep it for your museum if you must, in exchange for the valiant effort of the USS Organia. Or you may destroy it. I care not. It is only one ship among many.
Very well.
The founder ship is moving off.
Stand down from Red Alert.
We can take care of things from here, Vice Admiral. I'm sure you have had just about enough of this place. Starfleet Command has asked me to relay your next mission.
Relay.
Yeah,
Is that
relay.
better from a fake A? It's a fake A.
Thank you, but
thank
we have
you,
one
but
last
we have-
duty to perform.
Place a marker beacon at the wreckage of the Organia, or the Recag.
Ship name out.
Oh.
Ship name out. Okay,
Ah,
yeah,
yeah.
the founder
That's
Can't use
quite-
tags
yeah.
and buttons. Which is really annoying. I really wish we could do that.
Yeah, you'd think they would fix that by season 6. We've asked for it. I also want to make the buttons green so
Yeah.
you know which one's the exit button.
That's exactly why I put ... of the Klingon Defense Force in the honor of Prophet.
So where was the Organia's last stand?
Out here on the other side of the moon.
I'm just following Bizarre because I can't see the mini-map.
Use your map.
An honourable death if there ever was one, worthy of song. I will see to it that the proper marker is placed so that their sacrifice is not forgotten. For now, the beacon will suffice.
USS Albion, attention.
USS Archer, attention.
Ship name, attention.
Pay your respects.
The marker reads, "Here we remember the gallant and noble sacrifice of the USS Sorgania and her captain, Mercedes Cleopatra Taurus. Outnumbered and outgunned, she bravely faced the enemy and gave her life to protect the lives of all aboard the Alexandria Museum facility. Captain Mercedes Torres, crew of the USS Organia, rest at ease."
There you go, that's the
And
end
there
of the
we go.
mission.
And there we have
GG's
the Alexandria incident.
So what did you guys give this mission?
I'm gonna give it a 4. It was a good mission. and I had fun. There's a few things that with ship name that
Mm, a
that
couple
sort
of
of thing.
typos as well, that kind of thing.
Yeah,
There's a few little things that have room for
yeah.
improvement. But I say overall
I
very
mean,
good.
yeah, I wouldn't take it down for the typos because I know that myself, I've got word
Yeah.
Yeah.
rephrasing and stuff. Occasionally, that was seen 2 weeks ago on this very show. But things like ship name where you put things in and it just it doesn't work. And they're just and no, I think there could have been some better tricks in that like the incubator thing could have disappeared or something just to
hmm
spice up the mission a bit.
What
But
did you
I
think?
mean, it was still a very good mission, and I'm gonna give it $50.
Oh, you only gave it 50. I always give him 100.
I generally usually give 100 if I give anything.
Well,
Um,
yeah, fine then.
but yeah, I know.
You've
I thought
boosted me to 100.
Well, you are in a
that.
Ferengi ship, you know.
Yeah, I'm a cheap bastard.
He's a role player.
If
So,
I was a true role player, I wouldn't give no to
so did you also give it a 4, Drogon?
I did, mostly for the same reasons. But I thought the story was really very good.
Yeah.
Obviously, from someone who has probably seen every episode of Deep Space Nine there is,
Did seem like it. There was, I
and
did
probably
notice,
the other shows.
there were like details that were really detailed. The characters all seemed to have backstories,
Hmm.
like and interesting names like Captain Mercedes Cleopatra Taurus. I mean, and yeah, but yeah, I did notice the when we first arrived on the map and there were the time periods of the ships and they were all in the period costumes and they were all in the correct costumes. That's
That was a nice
details like
touch.
that. Yeah, that made me like this mission.
I've seen museums here on Earth do that.
hmm Yeah, definitely.
No, not with starships, but
Hmm. I agree with there were things that could be improved, like just doing a typo pass, going all the way
Mhm.
through the mission, fixing up all those bits.
Yeah.
Um, I can't remember any other
Um,
major things that.
thought construction of the maps was pretty good.
hmm
There were really only two,
Yeah,
but um,
seemed like so
there
much to do.
for this mission there doesn't need to be any more than that.
Yeah, and
Hmm. It
yeah.
was exactly, I think, what the mission needed for the maps, anyway.
Hmm.
Hmm.
I mean, you don't have to go to 10 every time. Well, I do, but that's
Yeah,
that's a
you
meta
don't have to.
issue.
Yeah, it seemed like we had plenty to do on just those two maps. We had
Oh yeah, it kept
ground battles, we
very
had space
spit.
battles, we had story investigation, that kind of thing.
Mm.
Mm,
And
Got it all.
very well done dialogue, I have to say.
hmm Yep, definitely. So, and this was made for we did find out this was made for the Jem'Hadar podcast UGC contest. So it was
Oh,
probably made
okay.
in a fixed time period as well. Like, how many weeks did they have to make this? Which is interesting. I wonder what rating they gave it on podcast UGC because they obviously had to play through all of these missions, and I don't know. I can't remember.
I believe because I looked at it earlier when I was looking to see when the first reviews were done. I think Nemesis and Have rated it quite well.
Yep, cool. I wonder how many people have played it since then, and did you look through all the other ratings? Were they all kind of consistent?
Yeah, it looks like most are consistent. Got a good number of 5 stars.
Because I've always wondered what happens to these contest like missions
Yeah,
afterwards. I mean, do they
afterwards.
continue on getting these kind of exposure to ratings and all the? I mean, do people like
Well,
these
it
and they?
just kind of becomes just like a normal mission, I suppose.
Yeah, I suppose so.
I know my Gates of Stovelcore contest entry is sort of, it had some steady plays for a while and then it's dropped off recently.
Hmm. So
And stuck at 46.
we should probably let Gingy know that we like randomly picked his mission tonight and say, look, yeah, look, we've stuck it on broadcast UGC, and maybe he'll get some more plays for this one. So this is the Alexandria
Yeah,
incident.
well, hopefully.
Alexandria
That's kind of the
incident.
idea.
Yeah. So that's all I have to say about this. How about you guys? Should we just sign off? Call it a night for today?
Yeah, I think we're about ready to sign off. Mine. I don't think I've got anything more to say.
Yeah.
I'd say recommend it. Everyone, give this one a play.
Yep.
We'll do
2
the,
thumbs up.
thumbs up for this mission. Everybody support the Foundry by playing this mission. See you guys. Thanks for joining us in the chat room. Bye.
Goodbye, everybody.